Hey everybody, and welcome back to It's Only Food with Chef John Politte. Today, we're going to be showing you how to make Matbucha sauce. Cue the music. Alright, well, thanks a lot for being here. I appreciate you joining us from whatever platform you are watching this show on. We are going to be making Matbucha sauce. So let's drop down here and see what our ingredients are. We've got 3 red bell peppers, 6 cloves of garlic, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of sweet paprika, a little bit of salt and pepper, 2 teaspoons of red pepper flakes, and 1 can of crushed tomatoes or diced tomatoes. We'll get into that further when we get to that point. Let's go ahead and start making this up. Alright, so basically we just, well, alright, we got our peppers here. We just want to cut them, just de-seed them. So I am just going to take the seed pod out. I'm going to leave a few seeds in because there's nothing wrong with having some seeds in the sauce. Because we're actually going to be adding some red bell pepper spot seeds in there for heat. So, and I'm just going to cut them into small enough chunks to where they're going to get thrown in the food processor. It's not going to make our task any difficult. So I'm going to go ahead and do this with all 3 of these peppers, and then we'll come back and puree this up. Alright, so we got our food processor here. We have got our peppers all cut up. We have got our garlic right here ready to go. A little bit of salt and pepper in there too. So what I'm going to do now is throw about half of these peppers right in here. Make sure that's on there, okay. I'm going to have the garlic. Put our lid on. And we're just going to puree. Do the same thing with the rest of it. Just put it all in there. The garlic in there. Now I'm going to add just a little salt and pepper in there. Puree the rest. Alright, there's our pureed peppers and garlic mixture. We're going to head over to the pan, so I'll meet you over there by the stove. Alright, I got the pan getting hot. I'm going to add about half of our olive oil. We're going to let this get hot. Okay, we got a little bit of warm pan oil and shimmering. Looks good. I'm going to go ahead and add those peppers and onions in there. I'm going to hit them with a little salt and pepper. We're just going to stir these up and let them cook. We just want to cook it for about 10 minutes. The heat's at about a medium high. Alright, it's cooking nice. Get a nice aroma coming off of this. It's starting to break down just a little bit. All that liquid is absorbing, or reducing, I mean. So we can add our paprika. A little more salt and pepper. I'm going to add the rest of that olive oil we got. Red pepper flakes. Now I'm just going to cook this a little bit after we added all those aromatics in here. Let them all marry together flavor-wise. Then we're going to add our tomatoes here. Now most recipes call for crushed tomatoes. Diced tomatoes is fine too. All that is going to do is it's going to add a little bit more of a texture with larger chunks of tomatoes in there instead of the crushed tomatoes, but it also has a lot of liquid in it, but that's fine because we're going to cook this liquid down and reduce it, and all that's going to do is add more depth to our sauce. So I am just going to mix all this up. I'm going to turn the heat to medium. I'm going to cover it, but I want to leave a little bit of the lip open so some steam can get out. We want to cook this down. I'm going to go about an hour. So I will see you in an hour. Alright, we're about 20 minutes into it. And I did say to, oh, there's a piece of pepper. Big piece of pepper in there. I did say to put it to medium. What I meant to say was low. But this is reducing nicely. Go ahead and cover it back up. Alright, it has been about an hour now. This sauce looks and smells incredible. The garlic and pepper. But you can see how rich that is. How thick that got. Most of the liquid is pretty much gone. So we're going to take it over to our table. We got some food over there, and we're going to give this a try and let you know how it tastes after we take some pictures of it. So don't go anywhere. This is really good. Photos, a lot of color in here. What we're going to do now is we're going to taste it. We've got a little meze platter right here with some grapes, olives, jalapeno peppers, some green beans, peppers. And I made some falafel here, but we are going to try. First of all, I want to just try it by itself. There you go. That camera angle there, you can see just how beautiful that sauce is, how rich it is. The water's been cooked out of the juice or whatever. Let's see how it tastes. Oh my God. Wow. That is deep, a deep, rich sauce. The peppers and tomatoes, the garlic. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm gonna try this on a piece of falafel. Yeah, look there. Man, this is good. Very, very good. It's worth the hour. Very much worth the hour of waiting for it to get cooked and thicken. Very good. Very rich. Very deep flavor. You can try it with on a sandwich. You can use it for a dip like we're doing here. It's based for the shakshuka sauce, or I'm sorry, harissa sauce. It's the base, I believe, for that. And we're going to be doing a harissa sauce later in the week. But this is really good. Add it to your repertoire. Simple to make, takes a little time, but all you gotta do is pulse up some red peppers and some garlic, throw it in the pan with some tomatoes, cook it down with a couple other ingredients, and you've got yourself a really, really good sauce. All right, I'm gonna finish eating this. It's my lunch. I love falafel. All right, well, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget that the recipe is down in the description box or in the first pinned comment. Also, go check out my seasoning store over on itsonlyfood.biz. Itsonlyfood.biz. Take care of yourselves.
These rappers don't listen, well let me show them something. You hear that beat bumping from the soul kitchen. Now what you fixing up? Good food, soul food, come and pick it up. These rappers don't listen, well let me show them something. You hear that beat bumping from the soul kitchen.